r/NoSleep. Posted by u/dark killer diamond. If you ever hear a scream while driving home, don't stop. My name is Jordan, and the story I'm about to tell you is a story that happened about a week ago. I was coming home late from work. My wife was gonna be mad, but whatever. I was getting tired and just wanted to get home and go to bed. Then all of a sudden I heard a high-pitched scream. I slammed the brakes. I didn't know if I was hearing things or if someone was endangered. I got out of my car and yelled out, "Is someone out there that needs help?" No reply. I got back into my car, and when I was about to drive off I saw something. A man came walking out into the middle of the road. I couldn't see him that good until he started getting closer. My view on him got better. He had a pale face, no facial hair, and a big smile, and was wearing a hat and a tuxedo. When he got close, he reached his arm out and knocked on my window. I slowly rolled down my window. "Hello, what do you want?" "Sure." I didn't get a reply for 30 seconds. Then he said, "Can you give me a ride?" Then he made a creepy smile. What? His smile stopped. "Can you give me a ride?" This guy was giving off bad vibes. Where do you need a ride to? He didn't give a reply. "Where do you need a ride to?" Still no reply, so I rolled up the window and drove off. When I got far away I started to calm down. All of a sudden I heard a loud scream, and when I looked back I saw that man on all four crawling after me. "What the fuck?" I yelled. He was catching up, so I put the car in reverse and hit him. All I heard was a loud bang. I didn't give a shit, as in I just got the hell out of there. When I got back my wife was complaining about how I was Kate. I just ignored her and went to bed. It was about 3 a.m. I woke up for some reason. I don't know, something just didn't feel right. I got out of bed trying to not make my wife. I went downstairs and heard a growl. I peeked in the kitchen and saw something in the fridge, and when I got a better look I froze. It was that guy from earlier eating our food. I ran back upstairs and locked our door. My wife woke up. "What's going on?" "There's something downstairs in our fridge." My wife bolted up and went downstairs. She came back up. "There's no one down there." I was confused. I thought maybe I was just seeing things. I forgot all about it until yesterday, until I saw a little carving in the wall. It said, "I'm always watching." My wife hasn't noticed it yet, but I'm terrified and don't know what to do. The next story of this video. Posted by u/dark killer diamond. I got a job at a school. Everyone here is a cannibal. I recently graduated from college and was looking for a teaching job. I was getting worried because nobody wanted to hire me, but then I got a call. "Hello, Mr. White. I was calling to let you know you got the job at Northside Elementary." I don't remember applying there. "Never mind," I said. "Thank you very much." He replied, "No problem, you'll be starting Monday." I couldn't believe I finally got a job. Monday rolled around, and when I put the address in my GPS it sent me far out. The school was far out in the woods. Odd, I thought, but never mind, even if it was weird. When I went up to the front of the door, a man was sitting there with a shotgun, and the door had a lock on it. So many red flags. "Who are you?" he said. I was startled. "I'm Paul White." He looked down at his paper and looked back at me. "New guy," he said, pulled out a key and unlocked the door. "Are you a guard to keep the students safe?" He looked at me with cold dead eyes. "Sure, you can say that." And when I went in he said, "Good luck, you'll need it," and slammed the door. Strange, I thought, but instead of thinking about it I went straight to the principal's office. When I went in I noticed he was wearing a mask that looked like it was from the Purge movie. "Hello, Mr. White, please sit down and please put this mask on." I followed orders and put the mask on. "Welcome to Northside Elementary. You must follow the rules and wear the mask and don't ask questions." "Got it." I was confused but replied, "Got it." "Good, your pay will be $50 an hour. You will have an agenda with what you're supposed to do, and every time the bell rings you'll teach them their new subject." "Got it." "Yes, sure." "Good, your class is class 3. You have 4 students." I thanked him and walked out and went to class 3. There were only 4 classrooms and one was a cooking room, but I paid no attention. It was a small school. When I went in the kids were also wearing those masks. "Hello, I'm Mr. White." No reply, so I sat down and looked at the agenda. First thing today was I stopped hunting. I was confused. This was a elementary, but I went along and said, "Pull out your hunting stuff." The kids all pulled out bear traps. "What the fuck?" I thought, and the students said, "You're supposed to turn on the hunting video showing us what to do." I said, "Where?" and they pointed at the TV. I rolled it over and put the tape in that said hunting and played a demonstration video about what to do when hunting. I didn't know what kind of elementary school this was. Then after a while the bell rang, so I stopped the video and looked at the agenda. Next class, cooking. So I brought them to the cooking room, and when I opened the door it smelled like something was rotting in there. The students walked in and sat down. There were flies everywhere. I asked the students if it always smelled like this. They told me yes, and when I asked where the food was they pointed at the chest freezer. So I went over trying to open it, but it was locked. One of the students told me the key was hanging on the door. I went over and grabbed the key, and when I unlocked the freezer an awful smell blasted me in the face. I almost threw up. But when I looked back down I saw a young lady laying there lifeless and had parts of skin cut off. Then over the loudspeaker it said, "Mr. White, please come to the principal's office if you know what's good for you." I quickly shut the freezer door and ran to the principal's office. Mr. White, please sit down. Why the fuck is a body in the motherfucking freezer? What kind of school is this? Please sit down and I'll explain. I sat down and waited to see what he had to say. At Northside Elementary we teach our students about, well, cannibalism, like how to hunt, cook and everything. I was shocked. What the hell, I replied. Do the parents even know? Yes, they are also cannibals. We are all cannibals here. And who you found was the old teacher who used to teach your class, M''S. Elizabeth. I didn't even know what to say. Was a young teacher looking for a job, so we found her and hired her like you, but she threatened to call the police when she found out, so I raped and killed her. No, we use her for cooking class. I didn't know what to say, or I thought of calling the police when he said, I advise you do as I say unless you want to be like M''S. Elizabeth. Now run along back to class. Mr. White, your students are waiting. I got up and left and walked slowly back to my students. They were sitting there quietly when I walked in. I didn't even say anything to them and went right over to the freezer and opened it back up, looking down at the body. That poor soul, so young and full of life, and was ruined by these bastards. The bell rang, so I closed the freezer, locked it and brought the students back to our class. Picked up my agenda. Next was just art. I told my class to get the art supplies and just paint whatever. I didn't even care. I didn't know what to do, because if I tried to stop them I would be murdered and probably be locked in that freezer too, but at the same time I couldn't let them get away with this. After a while the bell rang. My agenda said lunch was next. I told the class and they pulled out their lunch bags, and I can't even tell you how fucked up it was. They were pulling out human organs and started eating them. I wanted to puke. I couldn't take it no more. I ripped my mask off, got up and yelled and started yelling, screw this school. The loudspeaker came on and said, Mr. White, put the mask back on and sit down. I just yelled, fuck this school, I'm out, and ran right out. I slammed on the front door. The guard opened it. I just pushed him over and ran to my car, got inside and started it and got the hell out. I didn't even look back. I went to the police station and told them everything. The police went to the school, and when they came back they put me in a room and asked how many bodies I found. I told them only. They said when they got there they found multiple dead bodies of students and 2 teachers. They said they were all wearing masks. They said the students were all shot and then the teachers took their lives. A guard tried to fight them, but they were able to tase him and arrest him. I asked about the women in the freezer. They told me she was missing for weeks and they had no clues or anything where she went until now. But when I asked about the principal they said he got away, but they have police after him. The police did try to cover up the whole incident, making it look like nothing happened, and burned the school down so it wasn't in the paper or on the news. It's been about 2 weeks now. My life's been going back to normal, but last night a man was outside my house watching me, and when he realized I saw him he ran away. I already know it's the fucked up principal. All I got to say is if he sees this, just know I'm ready and waiting for the next time he comes to my house. I'm gonna be ready.